Alright, YouTube, it's Random Ross, and, well, welcome to 13 Days of Friday, day 2, and, it's day 2, so, I've just finished watching Friday the 13th Part 2. The sequel to the 1980 film, obviously, written by Ron Cruz and Phil Skolder or something? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Directed and produced by Steve Miner. So it's the sequel to the 1980 film. It's said to be 5 years after the events of Part 1. But I would probably say, well, it's 1 year after the first film was made, but it's meant to be 5 years later. So yeah, Jason in Part 1 was, portrayed in the flashbacks by Ari Lehman or something in the flashbacks and stuff. I just forgot to mention that yesterday. In Part 2, he's played by Warrington Gettle or something. So yeah, they open a new camp centre for camp counsellors, to train them and stuff. So what's happening is they're all getting trained up and stuff, and good time and stuff. And then before they start their busy working in that, the guy who runs it, I can't remember his name now, tells them that, have your fun now, because it's time to get serious tomorrow. So they all hit the town. He tells them, they go to the town's local bar. He also tells them the story of Jason, what happened and stuff. So, which was explained in the first one. Also, I'm off work all week, so I can do these vlog reviews in the day. That weird local guy, Rolf, who says, "It's got a death curse, you're all doomed." He gets, cheese wired, strangled to death and killed. Also in it, they have, it's quite slow paced. It's about 83 minutes long. 83 minutes. Jason, he's killing in it, but we don't see his, they don't reveal much of him at first. We just see his feet, his legs and his feet, and, he also bludgeons a cop with a hammer who he, lures into the woods into his little territory where he keeps his mother's head as a trophy. So yeah, the look of Jason in this one, he had the overalls and the bag on his head, basically looking like the Phantom Killer from The Town That Dreaded Sundown. Jason, is just killing. There's a kill where he, slaps a machete into a guy's face who's in a wheelchair who is about to get laid. Also, there's a couple that actually do it, have sex, but then they get impaled by, Jason's spikes beer thing after. So yeah, it's like half the counsellors are in the town at a bar, and then, Jenny, who is like the protagonist of the film, she goes back, and then she's fighting for survival from Jason, with his pitchfork and stuff. But then the guy who's running it, the boss, he actually comes in and saves her, puts up a fight against Jason. There's one bit where she puts, Pamela Voorhees' blue sweater on. Well, it's not blue, but it's one of her sweaters, and confuses Jason for a moment, saying that she's his mum and that he's done a good job and she's pleased with his killing. then Jason sees through it when she gets the advantage to attack him, and Jason, well, is pissed off by it. Anyway, the guy who saved Jenny put up a fight, knocked his potato sack off his head, and thinking that he is dead. We then the film then gets close to the end where they find out that the dog that they had a dog in the film, isn't dead, isn't killed by Jason, or is it? But then we have one last horror scare when Jason jumps through the window, revealing his deformed sort of face. He suffered from hydrocephalus, a condition where fluid builds up on the brain, I think, causing head swelling and hair loss. So yeah, Jason was looked like that, and then Jenny woke up, getting taken onto the ambulance, and all traumatized and stuff from the night before. Also, I forgot to mention in the opening scene, Alice, who survived at the end of part 1, she gets killed in the opening by Jason, trying to get back to her life and stuff. Now, here's a plot, all right. If she lived in California, how did Jason go up? Did Jason walk all the way from New Jersey, where Crystal Lake is, to California? I don't know. That's just one major plot hole that a lot of people talk about. So yeah, Friday the 13th Part 5, not Part 5, sorry, Part 2. This because I'm gonna rank it up out of 5 now. I would give it a good 3 out of 5. It wasn't that good as the first one, but hey, it's a good sequel and I like it. So yeah, let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to share, please feel free to share. Also, follow me on social media, Facebook and Twitter. There'll be links to them in the description below. To stay updated and to see what I get up to outside of YouTube. And yeah, and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you after this one. So I'll be back tomorrow with a vlog review of part 3. So we'll be back tomorrow with that one. So yeah, till next time, goodbye friends.